we're leaving Puerto Escondido today, and Jeff hired a surfboard yesterday afternoon to surf out the front, and the guy he hired it off said he will be open from 9 AM this morning. It's 12:30 PM and he's still not there. So we're waiting to leave to head down the coast to Barra de la Cruz. I think that's how you say it. I am loving the book that I'm reading at the moment. All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. Yeah, definitely recommend it. Yeah, so I think we're going to stop at a few beaches along the way when Jeff finally gets rid of this surfboard. After we'd been in Puerto Escondido for a few days, we decided to jump in the hire car and explore the surrounding area. First stop was a place that Jeff had discovered in his research, and it was a place called Playa Cacaluta or Playa Cacaluta. So we're told it's 1.5 kilometers. Also, I say this in every single one of my travel vlogs, but if you have been on my channel before, you will know I am terrible at pronouncing basically anything that isn't English. I have already apologised profusely for being a bogan Australian, so sorry in advance to the YouTube keyboard warriors for my mispronunciation and butchering of beautiful Spanish words. I think we've literally walked for about 30 minutes and we're still not there. This better be a good beach. Holy shit, we've walked through mangroves, swamps, insects, now there's cactus. We finally got to sand. Jeff's loving it. He thinks he's Bear Grylls. Baby paid a security guard to look after the car.
Manipulate this.
Oh my god!
Fuck is
that was in my hair.
Yeah, you got all kinds of shit in your hair. If you speak to the cacti in the right way, it'll give you tequila.
Oh, that's a vulture. Next up on the list was Barra de la Cruz, as we both wanted to try and surf. We didn't really pre-plan any accommodation for here, so we thought it would be best to just wing it. And we ended up staying at Pepe's, which is a surf camp. And I think the other few spots to stay here are just like this because the only people that really come to Barra de la Cruz are surfers. And this is home for the night. Oh, and if you find the pizza place, then this is generally your best place for dinner. We surfed the next morning and started a long journey toward Oaxaca City. We'd both always wanted to get to Oaxaca City, and although it is only 250 kilometers from Puerto Escondido on a map, it actually takes about 6 to 8 hours by car due to the windy roads through many of the mountain valleys and ranges. So with only 2 nights left before our flight home, we decided it was best to sit in the car and try to make it to Oaxaca City. Because on a holiday, that seems to be the most relaxing thing to do, right? Though I must admit the drive itself is pretty impressive. Beautiful valleys and so many agave plants. But if you do take on this drive, don't say I didn't warn you about those Mexican drivers and potholes. made the crazy decision to leave the coast and drive all the way up to Oaxaca City, and it was one of the most crazy drives I think we've ever done. So beautiful, but so scary in some situations. They drive so fast, and as it got dark there was heaps of potholes. But now we're just stayed in San Pablo for the night because we're so tired after the drive. This place is awesome. There's like cobblestone streets and all the hills that surround around here are pretty beautiful. It must be, there's lots of corn and mezcal and super traditional and really cool. Like the weather is so much cooler down here. As the drive takes so long, we stopped that night in an incredible place called San Pablo. This place made me fall completely in love with the area. Here I bought so many Mexican textiles. I had to pay extra to get my luggage home. Up doing this massive drive yesterday, so zoomed in, was because of the Hierve el Agua. Anyway, I'll put a picture of it here. It's got the frozen waterfall, and you swim in these natural pools right up in the hills here of Oaxaca, right near Oaxaca City. And we have been driving around probably like the last hour and a half trying to get out of San Pablo, where we stayed on purpose so we could get up and go to these waterfalls. We cannot get through. We ended up going up a goat track, which is obviously the old way of getting up to the waterfall, and then we just tried to go the new highway, which is meant to be a great road, and it's completely blocked off. There's police there and we can't speak any Spanish to understand where to go. So now we're trying another track, but it looks like we just did a 7-hour drive to try and see these waterfalls for no reason. Because it looks like for some reason they've got the road completely blocked off, unless we can find a way around, but it's taking up a lot of time. That's amazing.
That's right down there. That's pretty cute. Hey, sit. Hello.
Hierve el Agua, which actually means water boils, not frozen waterfall, Nina. It is a set of natural rock formations that resemble cascades of water. These rock formations are created by freshwater springs, whose water is oversaturated with calcium carbonate and other minerals. As the water scurries and cascades over the cliffs, the excess minerals are deposited and create like these frozen waterfall kind of rock figures, I suppose. Look, I found this bit of information on the internet and I'm not that smart. The water here in these natural pools is high in mineral content and considered to have great healing qualities. So if you do make it to this part, make sure you jump in for a dip. Finally, after more driving, we reached Oaxaca City. And of course, being Mexico, we also hit intense traffic, so we took a side street and the first park we could find. Thankfully, we didn't have to take on a car park like this guy.
In Mexico, they do tight parks. Oh!
We then stumbled upon Tierra del Sol, which turned out to be some of the best food we have ever had in Mexico. This was also the first time we tried crickets, surprisingly not that bad.
Let me know you wanted to.
Me through what he just did.
You just got a whole bunch of ingredients and then just...
Yeah, but what's one of the ingredients in it?
Put tomatoes in it.
No.
Put crickets in it. They put all kinds of stuff in it.
After eating, we didn't even have enough time to check out anything else in Oaxaca City, which is such a shame, I know. So before you butcher me in the comments below, I told you we didn't have long. As we had to tackle the long drive home in time to catch one more classic Puerto Escondido sunset and our flight home. So we've stopped over the night in this little town. Where are we, babe?
We're in Fractifano.
What's your hair?
Look at this, I'm beautiful.
So we're on our way back to Puerto Escondido and we stayed in this little town, but look at the feast they've brought out for our breakfast. This is insane, it's amazing. Chipolanas.
Yeah.
Cricket. Oh my god, I don't think I can do it.
Well, they'll get closed up. They basically won't exist, so.
Just let me feel you close. Come surround me. Don't ever let me go. Come surround me. Just let me feel you close.
Thank you so much for watching. Hit subscribe if you like these travel videos and would like to see more. And if you ever get the chance, make sure you visit this beautiful part of the world. Muchas gracias.